Over there. There's one. Thomas TEUT has it in his sights. He's a farmer, and he often keeps an eye out for them in the area. What's out there?
I can see one. I can't see the second one behind that hollow.
TEUT is no friend of the greater Rhea birds. They eat his crops.
They're always over that way on both sides of the road.
The hungry birds are very fond of his rapeseed. No wonder. It's an energy-packed food crop.
This is one of the plants they've bitten off. Look here, you can see how they've eaten the flowers.
Also eine Pflanze ist auch relativ. Dann haben die da auch die Blüten abgefressen.
The farmer says the greater Rheas force him to plant 20% more rapeseed. The damage amounts to thousands of euros.
A lot of people think they're wonderful, but we think the birds are great too. But when their feed is coming out of your pocket, it makes you mad. We farmers are used to dealing with a certain amount of damage from wild animals. But this is a pretty extreme case. And these are wild animals that don't really have anything to do with us.
Not far from TEUT's fields, in the northern German town of Groß-Grünau, there were once 6 greater Rheas kept in a private zoo. Then some 20 years ago, the gate was left open and the birds, who are native to South America, escaped from their enclosure and managed to breed successfully in the area. That makes them the responsibility of Ranger Mario AXEL from the Schaalse UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. He and his colleagues count the greater Rheas at regular intervals. As the result of that fateful oversight 2 decades ago, the bird's population has grown to 600 individuals.
Whoever owned the animals back then clearly wasn't paying enough attention and wasn't too concerned after the fact. They probably assumed the situation would simply take care of itself.
It didn't. The birds even braved the cold German winters and took up residence in the region. It's really just the local humans who haven't adapted to them.
They still look unfamiliar to me. When you see the silhouette of one of these birds strutting along, to me it just doesn't really harmonize with the image I have of the northern German landscape.
The rangers are trying to keep down the numbers of greater Rhea, for example, by drilling holes into their eggs. But the birds just lay more of them. The Rheas have no natural predators here. Unlike in South America, where greater Rhea fall prey to jaguars. But the rangers in northern Germany hope the local wild boar will start to take an interest in the Rhea's eggs.
Once a boar tries an egg of this size, it'll be interested in finding more. And wild boars approaching the nest won't be scared off by a male Rhea. They'll manage to eat the eggs.
And now people like district hunter Heiko Funk are joining the effort to keep the Rhea population in check. They've shot more than 200 of the animals, with official permission, of course. They are not trying to kill all of them. Funk is convinced that the Rhea will continue to multiply. He says the clever birds are leaving the areas where they are hunted and counted.
Counting the greater Rhea in the monitored areas does not provide the real numbers of the population here. There are Rhea outside the counting zones.
Does he think they've evacuated the area?
Yes, they've moved 20 kilometers further east. That's no big deal for them.
Farmer TEUT also thinks that the greater Rheas are here to stay, in northern Germany and on his fields.
Well, we can't chase them away. They run a lot faster than we do. We've tried scarecrows and things like that. They don't mind one bit. So there's no way to frighten them away.
The greater Rheas are certainly eye-catchers for locals and tourists. But perhaps before too long, the new natives will become a normal feature of this strange new world.